Good morning, folks. Top of the morning. Well, it's about almost 10 o'clock here. But I just want to come on here and talk about something. Don't mind me looking down and around. I got some friends with me that require tender love and care. I wanted to talk about the situation with the TikTok videos with the Emory nurses. I hope I'm saying it right. I hope that's the hospital. But just in case you've seen it or seen it already, and I just want to take an opportunity to give my opinion. You know, at first when I saw it kind of like trending or whatever, seeing it pop up on maybe my Facebook or social media, I was like, okay, what is this? Because usually I don't go into stuff that much and be like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. But I said, let me see what's happening now. Because last time was a video of a nurse showing herself crying when a patient died. And I want to say this. I saw the video, and let me tell you two things, and I'm going to circle back to this. It was hard to find a video. When the news outlets start reporting on it, they had little spigots of it, but I have yet to see or find a full video on it, right? And I'm gonna circle back on that. I want to just say this. Nurses, to my nurses, fellow nurses, it's unfortunate they lost their jobs, but to the public, we all know better. When we sign up for any type of job or agency, they make us take this long, boring behind course on HealthStream about ethical things, just policies of the hospitals. And one of the newer things that's starting to show up is let's go this way. One of the newer things that's starting to show up is just social media, and it had to come up because people are posting like dead bodies or just coming on there complaining, venting about what they see, the profession. And where I always stood on that it comes to the point where it's just unprofessional. What we tend to forget is that social media is a public forum. Let me repeat that. Social media is a public forum, right? So even if you think you're in this secret nursing group or whatever like that, some people could fly by and get inside that group and see what y'all talking about. And that becomes a problem to the public, how they perceive us. Like, I remember my teachers always told us, like, oh, we were voted #1 for the most trusted profession. I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. But y'all messing that up. We on here bragging about how much money we made during COVID. We on here, you know, having the memes and stuff, and I get it. I'm just gonna use this as an example. Imagine you go to the grocery store, you buy some soda pop for my older people. You shake it up. You're not gonna open that sitting on your nice white couch. You still want that soda. But there's a lot of pressure building up inside of it, right? Guess where you're gonna open that at? Over the sink. Because I'm not gonna waste my good money. I'm gonna still drink it. I know something's gonna spill out, but I'm gonna drink that over the sink. Now, I'm not gonna sit on here and act perfect and say I never did it, but it seems like this is just the typical water cool conversations that we all have at our jobs. It's not just nurses, construction workers, directors, bosses. We know how to have that professional face, but there's a time and a place to go vent, and it is not a social forum. You take that to the break room, you take it to the medication rooms, pretty private. Get it off your chest and move on. And so that's what I think of the soda. Like, you got pressure. You got stuff you want to get off your chest. You want to vent. None of us are perfect. We've had those days. And as I mentioned probably on my previous video, you have some stuff that you just got to get off your chest. Like, you know, like I mentioned, I mean, I'm not going to say a big ick, but I just mentioned, just in a respect for the well-being of other patients, if you see someone, you know, I was describing a situation. It wasn't my patient, but we were actually doing CPR on a patient, but the other family member came at the door, you know, around the area, just looking for somebody who was free to warm up their food. Not that it's not important to us, but you know, that's not the time or the place. So these are healthy conversations that can be had, but not in a space where it's going to make the patient feel uncomfortable. Because guess what, guys? Patients are talking. Sometimes when I come in the morning and I'm greeting my patient and I'm telling them the plan and what's the plan for the day, they would say, I'm a good patient. I'm not going to bother you. I'm one of those. And I had to confront that. I had to confront that myth. I confront it all the time. I said, what's a good patient? Oh, I don't call a lot. And I said, wrong. I said, that's one of the most dangerous things you can do. I appreciate that you respect our time. But if it's something emergent or something you even think that is emergent, you need to let me know. Because that may be the start of something. Something that you don't realize that I'm actually looking out for. I can give you a number of things, but that actually helps me out. And that actually, in the end, of course, number one, helps you out. So I see the stigma. They do, you know, feel that coldness. And that fear of like, I don't want this nurse to talk bad about me. Or I even hear them outright say, I know they was talking bad about me last night because I was calling a lot, or I did this, or I messed up. And it's like, no, that's okay. You're not supposed to know it all. That's our job. But can't think of nothing else. I'm not. And you know, to the nurses who were fired, my condolences to you. But I just feel we all make mistakes. We all have our moments. And for those who took the lesson and said, you know what? Because I don't think it's, you know, the end of their whole career, but it is going to be a little hard to find employment, especially some places that's the cream of the crop type hospitals. They're going to be looking into your social media. They have ways of doing it. Trust me. You could shout privacy and all you want, but they have ways, and I'm sure it's coming to a point where they're going to make you sign a consent or something, giving privileges to, you know, look that stuff up. So, my AirPod dropped.